Hi Stampers, I'm Meg from Loven Stamps and another Picnic with You stamp set project for March. This one is a cute little gift basket which includes a set of note cards. So if you're a stamper and you love to make cards, I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I find that I have an abundance of cards on hand and they make terrific gifts for teachers, for friends, for people you just do business with. So this is another fun idea for doing a set of cards that you could give as a gift. So it's got a cute little basket and I will give you the directions for making this basket. The pattern for this is a Stamps the Mail Club exclusive, so it comes with a kit, but I'll show you the tips for cutting and scoring. And then the cute little note cards which feature the Tutti Frutti Designer Series paper on these little 3x3 note cards, so I can give you some tips for making the most of your Designer Series paper too, because no one wants to waste paper, but you definitely should be using it and not hoarding it. So I'll give you some tips. Let's get stamping. The pieces for this project are cut to 4 inches by 10 inches and you're going to need 2 of them. And then I've scored at 1 inch all the way across, so 1 inch this direction. And then here I've scored at 1/2 inch, at 2 inches, at 3.5 inches, 6.5 inches, 8 inches, and 9 inches. And if you missed that, you can go to my website at lovenstamps.com and find this video tutorial post on my blog. And I have actually a pin that you can pin to Pinterest board. Wherever you keep your directions, you could print it out, and that will help you to make this project later. The other thing you're going to want for this is the basket template, and that is included in the Stamps the Mail Club project kit, so that you can cut that out. Where is it here? You can cut that out there and it's exactly the right size you need. If you don't have the template, you can sort of size things to go, but if you have your template from Stamps the Mail Club, then you will want to use that. Alright, so across the top you're going to do on these pieces, you're going to cut all the way to the 1 inch score line on all of those score lines, okay? You're going to do the same on both, and then you're going to fold on all of the score lines like that so that you have a nice flexible cardstock. And then I found that before I started attaching things, I went ahead and put adhesive across the whole area. And you want to use strong adhesive for this. Tear tape is my favorite right now. So here that is, and you can kind of cheat. Here's an easy, quick cheat for you. Go ahead and put that across all of the flaps except the center. You're not going to put adhesive on the center. On both sides, make sure you get to the end of that 1/2 inch portion because you don't want to have that not stick. And then just grab some scissors. You could tear it too, but honestly it's a little smoother to just grab some scissors and trim right there at the line. Okay, smartest thing to do though is peel the backing off first. And now what I'm going to do is flip this over and I'm going to place that template inside, okay, so that I can kind of see how my basket pieces are going to fold. All right, and as I center that, I can use that as a guide. I'm going to fold up my first center piece here and have that be attached right there. Whoops. Okay, so fold your piece up, attach that, and then you can kind of continue going from there. You can use the guide to kind of help you shape the basket where you want it. I bet I can pull this back just a little bit more. Okay, and then this piece is going to fold up to there. Okay, so then I'm adhering in the center as I go, and then this last 1/2 inch piece is going to go around to the side there. Okay, so see how we've kind of matched our template? So same thing on the other side. You can use your template in there to give you an idea. That first one is going to pop up in the center beyond the top of the box. Okay, see how that works? It's going to show up from the top there. All right, and then my next one is going to be a little closer to straight across, and then the last one will come up here. Okay, so there, now press down on all the adhesive in the center. There we have our basket. And if you find it easier, you can also use the template on the outside and let that kind of be your guide from the outside. So I'm just matching up the bottom edge there for our first one. and then continuing with the next piece, kind of matching up there. But really, ideally, what you want to do is you want to make sure that your front and back of your basket are the same shape so that they're going to go together. So you can also stick this kind of in like this, and get those pieces from behind, and then just fold those down so that they line up with the other half of your basket. Okay, so now we have two halves of our basket. I'm going to pull those apart, and the last thing that you want to do is you want to trace, pick one side to be the front, and you're going to trace the finished basket on the basket weave cardstock. This is textured using the basket weave folder that's in the Celebration catalog. And best to trace with a pen, and then go ahead and cut along that line to make the panel that's going to cover up the front and make it all pretty. Okay, and once I've got that set, I'm going to add the tear tape here and go ahead and attach our basket front. Okay, so there is our cute front. Look, isn't that, ooh, throwing it around, isn't that fun? And then I'm going to attach this piece inside here to help us finish that. And if you're finding that there's a little bit of flappies, you can add some quick adhesive to just make sure that your basket is staying part. It just depends where you put your adhesive. So, all right, I'm going to add some adhesive here at the bottom with some tear tape to hold our pieces together. And then I'm just going to add some snail here at the side, since the tear tape at the bottom is really going to kind of hold us together. And then fit those pieces together, front and back, and then you have your basket. Now we want to finish this off a little bit. So what I'm going to do is cut this piece of soft suede cardstock to the width of our basket front, and depending on how you did your basket, you may trim more or less. And then this is going to get folded in half and placed down over the top of the front of our basket, and that's just going to finish off that edge and sort of hold all our pieces together. Same for the back. And then this piece you're going to make the fun handles with. And for the handles, I'm just going to take this paper, and you see how I'm just pulling it between my thumb and my first finger, and it's bending those fibers. That helps us to get a nice bend in our paper, so that you can bend at the top here instead of just crinkling it and having it make kind of a mess. So then cut that in half, and then these pieces fit in the top of your basket. And you want to make sure you leave them out far enough that you have a place to put your note cards in. And then let me show you some quick tips for the note cards. So on the Pretty Label Punch, I have, by the magic of television, stamped our greeting, wishing you a day filled with good things. You can stamp on your envelopes also if you like. And then these are more of the Designer Series papers here. And they're cut down to 2 3/4 inches square so that they fit on our note cards. Our greetings are color matched, so they're going to fit here. And then each one of these little fruit pieces here is designed to go with a card. The strawberry top here, you can see this punch. You're going to trim with scissors so that when you add those two layers together, you have your strawberry top layered with the punches. Isn't that cute? Pear is there also, and then same for the little pineapple. For the pineapple card, you're going to want to trim that little pineapple topper to go on there. So Stamps in the Mail Club for this month. Oh, I didn't show you. Last thing is to tie a little tag around for your basket to go on the front there. So fun basket project for Stamps in the Mail Club. Neat way to give cards as a gift, to create something fun that goes as a theme with the pieces of your project. And if you haven't requested your kit yet, go ahead and do that on my website at lovenstamps.com. And I look forward to sharing all these pieces with you. Everything's pre-cut, ready to go, stamps included. And if you already have the stamp set, no big deal. You can pick something else instead to trade with your Stamps in the Mail Club project. So thanks so much for watching. Happy stamping, and I look forward to sharing more projects with you soon.